And every day I come to work, I gotta look at this beautiful Porsche that the owner of my company owns. Shout out to Lucian. Shout out to Test World. Ooh, it's a nice ride. Guys, old man Elkins checking in, feeling tired and beat up, and yeah, just that's just the way it is. I didn't sleep much last night. I was actually working on some awesome business endeavors, and just couldn't sleep. But I actually went to the doctor's yesterday and got my shoulder checked out. I know I mentioned the shoulder injury, and I wasn't really sure the extent of the injury, how bad it was. But I've tried bench pressing 2 times since then, both like 4 or 5 days apart. So it felt great going into the workout, and then as soon as I put a load on the shoulder, just had no stability, inflammation like almost immediately. And what is this strangeness? And so I mean, it's just basically unusable. And then weird things started happening. Like I'm like, okay, let me try to hit some curls. So I tried to hit some bicep curls, and my left arm was extremely weaker. And I made sure I was like seated. I was isolating completely, no delt involved whatsoever. Yet still, the left arm was way weaker. So I was like getting freaked out, and I flexed my left arm, and it looks normal. Like, I mean, it looks terrible, but that's relatively normal. But it's not as hard as the right one, and the right one is actually usually has the worst peak than the left one. And so I was like, dude, did I do something to my bicep also? So I started doing some more research, and then I noticed like the symptoms for torn labrum are very similar to what I have, and they can also affect the bicep tendon if it's a slap tear, depending on the extent of it. Anyway, so I went and talked to this nurse practitioner, Heidi, who's actually well aware of macros and bodybuilding, stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. I mean, she's a older, I don't know how old she was, maybe 45, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to incorrectly guess her age, but like she would ever see this. But anyway, just in case. And but yeah, she was really nice. She actually had a torn labrum in her left shoulder and couldn't lift it above her, kind of above parallel. And I told her she should probably get that fixed, but she's like, "Oh, I don't have time to take 6 weeks off." But Heidi, man, you should get that fixed. It's you need that, right? I would think so. But anyway, so hers obviously was much worse than mine. I still have full range of motion. I just literally cannot put a load on my shoulder without it becoming super pumped and inflamed and just all out terrible. So and then she started feeling on my bicep and said, "It looks like you might have a micro tear in your bicep." And I was like, "What? No, this is like terrible news." But she said that that should heal on its own. And again, I don't know for sure. If tissue damage, you can't really just know for sure one way or the other. So she scheduled me to go get an X-ray, or actually just referred me. So I went over there, got an X-ray, waiting on the results. Literally, she admitted like, "Oh, I probably won't be able to see anything with the X-ray, but I'll at least know if like there's any I don't know, spaces that look larger than they should be or something like that." And then basically we get referred to an MRI. If it doesn't look bad, then she refers me to a physical therapist, and then we go from there. And then the physical therapist will either waste my time or tell me to go get an MRI to get it looked at. In the meantime, I'm not going to be able to train upper body at all. Literally nothing. Like, I guess abs or whatever, if you count that as upper body. And I'll be hitting legs. I'm gonna try to hit legs twice a week, and then I'm actually gonna start, cycling, like not drugs, but biking. So I've been taking Christian to school. Hold on, let me change. Cyclist with my road bike, and I've been taking Christian to preschool on my wife's bike with the trailer connected. And then here's my 2009 Fuji Rubai Pro. Any cyclist out there? Comment below. I've got probably close to 3,000 miles on this bike. I got an odometer, and that's roughly what I have put in there. It's a compact double. I've got 105 front derailleur, Ultegra rear derailleur, and 20 speed, aluminum, I forget what you call these, the triangle in the back. I think it's like, well, rear axle or whatever. I'm not sure. It's been so long since I've biked. In fact, you see I've got these Keo Look clip-in pedals. There's shoes that go with those. Yesterday I took like a stupid spill on my bike because I unclipped my right foot, and instead of leaning to the right, I leaned to the left and I couldn't get my left foot out in time. So that was pretty embarrassing. And then I've got a single speed here. It's got like a slow leak, so this flat tire in the back, I pump it up and then a day later it's flat again, so I need to get that fixed. But you know, I gotta do something, man. I've been riding my bike to work. I did that the other day, and I plan to do that a couple more times, but gotta take a trip to the Bay Area tomorrow, so maybe Friday. And bike to work week is coming up soon, so you guys should check that out if you live within distance. I definitely recommend doing that. Yeah, I just want to stay healthy, want to stay in shape. Probably gonna go on a slight caloric deficit. As I was saying, go on a slight caloric deficit because there's really no point to stay this heavy. I'm about 169 pounds, heaviest I've ever been, if I can't lift heavy and I can't even really train the upper body for the meantime. I mean, we'll reevaluate soon. I'm just hoping to hear back from the nurse practitioner, and then we go from there. All right, guys, just want to keep you updated, and pray for me. Pray for my gains. And cue the outro.
Fucking cage.
Come on, dude.
Fucking, you're probably filming right now. Those
No, I didn't
bitches
start
don't
yet.
deserve a shout out.
Come on, just do it.
Okay, don't worry.
All right, now.
Shout out to the cage. You're all bitches.